Don't pay a quarter, don't pay a dime, don't pay a penny, don't waste your time. If half a penny is all he asks, don't give him any. Lay off his tracks, my half a penny is what he'll say. Still a steep price, just walk away.
Good morning, Hit Nation, folks, Fokettes, and everything in between and beyond. I hope you're having a marvelous day. Today is the day that we play against the Orlando Magic in Vegas for the quarterfinals of the NBA Cup. But of course, it also counts for our record. And we are 0-2 against the Magic. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a game preview and also talk a little bit about a couple of points brought in a couple of videos that I've watched that just kind of I don't know, they kind of make me feel better that I am less clueless than I was last year. And I think this is the main lesson. Look, my main group on Facebook is called Miami Heat New, Not So New, and Veteran Fans. Why? Because when I started following the Heat, I started really religiously following the Heat not that long ago in comparison to a lot of you, right? We're talking about 7 years that I've been religiously started following the Heat. Before that, I used to watch playoffs and things here and there. But I'm an immigrant. I came to the United States, and the NBA was not high on my list. It was soccer. It took time for me to actually take to the sports in the United States. And so when I talked about the sports, and I admittedly did not know what I was talking about, but of course, as a fan, I'm going to get there. As a fan, it's not like you're talking nonsense. You're talking about a sport with a ball that people put in a basket. It's not rocket science. Of course, there are important things to know, important things to analyze, and things that require you to have a knowledge of basketball if you're going to opine, if you're going to give your opinion. But at the same time, fans, as veteran as I am, who've been watching and going to stadiums as a kid by myself, running the dangers of being kidnapped, running down Avenida Paulista, and asking for strange adults to put me into the stadium because at the time there was a sale or promotion, however you want to call it, that the kids go in free and adults pay half if they have a kid with them. So we would find random adults to get us into the stadium to watch my team, Corinthians, which is a soccer team in Sao Paulo, Brazil. So when I started this group, the main idea was to make people understand that new fans should be welcome. Any organization in this world, just like any company, needs more customers, people. So those of you constantly keep saying, fake fan, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. That's exactly how you sound to me when I read you. I can't even imagine the sound of your voices, honestly. I can't imagine how people put up with your voices, honestly. Because what you're basically saying is, no, Heat is enough being a 3% market team, or not even that, right? A 0.000 something market team. Come on. The more people we have on our side, the best thing. But that's what happens. Year after year after year, you learn more and more. There's a sweet lady that knew exactly everything about basketball, American football, NFL, as you would call it, and so many other things. But she only started to like the Heat because of Kelly Olynyk, because Kelly Olynyk reminded her of her son. Kisses to you, Beverly. That's for you. So this is the same to me. I start learning the things as time goes by. And what did I learn, folks, Fokettes, and everything in between and beyond? I learned that I honestly understand a little bit more than I thought I did when I started the season, and I said a fast pace is not good for Miami. And now I see the good folks at 5 Reasons Sports saying pretty much the same thing, right? That perhaps a fast pace is not a good thing for many reasons. They talk about injuries. They talk about what else do they talk about? They talk about injuries. They talk about the fact that the more you score, the more you get scored on. So you best have the better defense in the world. And we are kind of stagnated at number 5 in defensive rating, still at number 3 in the Holliger's offensive efficiency. So it's not like we haven't done the defensive part well, but now we've had a lot of injuries. We've had Hero injured, re-injured. We barely have the entire group on the floor at the same time. Everybody's probable for tonight except for Drew Smith. He's questionable. And the good news for us is that Franz Wagner is out and probably out for a while, which doesn't concern us so much. Now, why is that important? Because Franz Wagner, in his outing against the Miami Heat, had 34 minutes played, 32 points, plus minus 7. He only had 2 turnovers. That's enough. But he had 1 steal, 3 assists, 5 defensive rebounds. Franz Wagner is one of those guys that you want them not to play against us in a game that we need to win, because at this point the Miami Heat is 6th in the East, very close to the play-in spot. We are 3rd in points per game, or as we used to be, 1st. It's fine. That's not the problem. The problem are the losses. We're 6th in rebounds per game, so that kind of stayed where it should be. We went up in assists per game, 29.6, and we went down 1 point, 22nd now in opponent's points allowed per game. Whereas the Orlando Magic are 12th in points per game. Again, it doesn't matter. And they are 5th in the East, which means they passed us. They are 9th in rebounds per game with 45. They are 19th in assists per game with 25.4. And they are 8th in offensive opponent points allowed per game with 113. So again, I just want to reiterate, okay? It's good not to have Franz Wagner. We are going to have a very interesting battle tonight. It is going to be a way for both teams, a tiresome journey to Vegas. Maybe that gives us a little bit of an edge. We did get some rest, a couple of days. So we'll see what happens. We honestly will see what happens. The game today is on Amazon Prime. So if you have Amazon Prime, that's where the game is going to be broadcast. And of course, like I said, we won the win, and hopefully having Davion Mitchell back, Hero, Pelle Larson, Normal Powell, hopefully Ware has gotten a earful or two about his performance, especially against Orlando last time. And Jaime Jaquez had a great game against the Kings, even though I didn't like his performance against Orlando. He had a great game against the Kings. So we hope that we can do that. I am afraid of absolutely every single team right now. So no more hopeful expectations when it comes to that part. I'm just going to say what I mean, and I mean, yes, right now, this is something that concerns me a little bit. It is what it is, but it does concern me a little bit because I think that we can be that we have to adjust, and we can hope that the best coach in the league, in my opinion, can make those adjustments successfully. Stay safe, stay warm, stay dry, stay as happy as possible in this very complicated world of ours. Let's go Heat!